Time to settle in, reflect, release, rejuvenate, remind. It's all good. We have a couple of minutes before we start, but take the opportunity to take those moments and just really settle in. And by settle in, I mean relax. Figure out where you're holding on to tension and soften or release it. And just start to settle into your body, settle into the moment. Give you a few moments to do that, to kind of arrange yourself and set yourself up for success. Let's just start thinking about checking in with the breath and releasing the jaw. Maybe you have to move it to release it. Maybe you have to actually just, take a moment and find that temporomandibular joint and just kind of free it. Maybe you can just simply drop the lower jaw and feel the relief or the release. Maybe it's in the shoulders. Slight, gentle release of the shoulders, just allowing them to hold heavy or to move heavy or to just use gravity to release the tension in the shoulders. Then maybe you check in with the quadricep muscles or your thighs and softly, gently release them. Maybe the hips are holding tension. And by noticing the thighs, you recognize the tension in the hips. And maybe there's something in the calf muscles or the toes that needs to be moved, released, softened. So we do this body scan. We start with the muscles on our face and our jaw and our shoulders and our neck and our bellies and, our hips and thighs and fingers and toes. And by simply scanning our body, it gives us an opportunity to remind us that we're here, we're human beings, we're just having an experience. Don't need to get caught up in everything. We need to sometimes release the idea of being caught up in everything and just scan and check, where am I at right now? Who am I right now? What is it that I believe to be true right now? No judgment, just checking in. Asking yourself the question, where am I comfortable and where am I finding discomfort? There's nothing wrong with that. We ebb and flow in our lives between comfort and discomfort for a reason. We need the discomfort to move. And when we accomplish something, we find that satiation, that satiated moment where we are like settled in and we're comfortable in that aspect of our life. But that's only one aspect of our life. Other aspects of our lives, things are churning. And that's okay, because churning is turning into growth. Discomfort is creating opportunity for movement. So when do you check in? When do you say, here I am in my physical body. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I noticing? What am I aware of? We don't need to change anything, just need to be aware. Let's be aware of our breath right now. Take a nice deep inhale through the nostrils, respiratory system. Fill the belly, fill the chest cavity, feel the expansion, feel the growth, feel the opportunity that you are creating in your own physical body. And then on the exhale, softly, gently release. And as you do, relax. Relax those muscles on the face, relax the shoulders back down away from the ear, release the quadriceps and the calves. And then take a nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath, invigorate, enliven, create space. And on the exhale, relax into that space. This is the ebb and flow of our existence, right? The ebb and flow of our moments of every day. We are invigorating, and then we're settling into that shift or change. Nothing ever remains the same. The only constant in our lives is that we know that there's change. So the only thing that we can plan for is the predictability of unpredictability. Nice deep inhale. Slow, gentle exhale. Wow, I'm going to say that again. The only thing that we can predict is unpredictability. And if we can learn to moderate, right, learn to stay calm and steady amidst the unpredictability, and we can trust that we are in a space where whatever it is that's coming at us is offering us something to get us to the next space. So we welcome the unpredictability, we welcome the change, we welcome the opportunity to see things differently, or to feel things differently, or to notice differences. And that's all awareness. It's where it all begins. Change is happening anyway. So we're trusting through our noticing that we're putting ourselves in the best possible light, the best possible scenario, the best possible position in our discomfort. But don't worry, we'll get comfortable again. And then when it's time to move, or time to shift, or time to elevate, those are all nice words for change, we get uncomfortable again. It's part of the pattern of life. We ride the wave of change, and we trust that what lies ahead of us is as good, if not better, than what currently exists, or the story we tell ourselves about what currently exists. There's always more opportunity, more growth, more advancement, more love, always more. And you are deserving of it. Elevated. Continue to climb. Unlimited potential. Nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. Unlimited potential feels pretty fabulous. So what's the limiting part of that? It's where we don't trust or believe that what's around the corner is going to elevate us or take us to some place once we ride that discomfort of change, or once we feel the sensations of change. Follow that breath in and follow that breath out. So we can change our breathing patterns, and we change our breathing patterns, we change how we feel in our body. We can breathe to invigorate, we can breathe to relax, we can breathe to balance. There's all different kinds of things that we can do. Sometimes we hold our breath and our body responds to that. So even though our breath is a constant, it's always, always shifting or changing, or our awareness of it is shifting or changing. I love when I do random book pulls. So I just happened to pull a book off the shelf that I've probably had for maybe a decade. I don't think I've cracked it open because I just love books. And I always know that if I haven't read it yet, it's because what's in it needs to wait until I'm ready or until a certain time. And I want to find, so bear with me while you're breathing. Paying attention to the inhalation and the just the expansion of the body, and paying attention to the softening or the relaxation. Now we're here, we have work to do. We have a divine purpose, and that divine purpose is living inside of you, waiting for you to join it on the path. We are not here to be comfortable, although that is what is offered to us. That is the tease. We need to be more uncomfortable or more comfortable in uncertainty. When we connect with the uncertainty and we allow ourselves to follow that path, to trust, that's when we actually start living our lives. Get comfortable with your uncertainty. Trust your own answer. No one else is living your experience. No one else has your history. No one else can tell you what it is that's going to be your answer, your journey, your life's purpose. That is for you to uncover or discover. So in the ancient language of Sanskrit, there's a term and it's called samskara, Samskara. And samskara means, the sam part means complete or joined together, and the skara means action or doing something. And what samskara is actions on repeat. Where if you think about the old school record player, right, when it would skip or it would get caught in a groove and it would just continue to do the same thing or say the same thing over and over and over again. So samskara is becomes this pattern or this deep groove in our lives. that we continue to allow ourselves to fall into, right? So you can think of it in many different ways. You can think of it as a groove or a rut, right? Or uh, just this constant return to this pattern of behavior, this pattern of thinking, or this pattern of speaking, or this, whatever it is that gets you kind of stuck. And it has to do with the stories we tell ourselves over and over and over again about our value, about what we deserve and who we are and what we believe. And we can change those. We can get out of the rut. We can soften the rut by changing the story in our head. Instead of falling back into that same groove or that same rut, we can start to change our thinking and change our patterns. So the samskaras are the cycles that we repeat over and over and over again until we have this moment where we have awareness, clear recognition of the pattern. And then we have the opportunity to see it and to think differently. And when we think differently, we move differently. And when we move differently, we release ourselves from that groove, from that rut, from that pattern. Sometimes it's right in front of us and we can't see it. It's like connecting the dots. What seems to be the recurring agitation or discomfort or, thing in my life that keeps showing itself. Maybe not always in the same way, but it always boils down to the same thing. We can shift that groove by just shifting our awareness, shifting our awareness, shifting our thoughts, shifting our actions. They're all connected. All those dots. So you think about something, take a nice deep inhale, and on the exhale, think about something you'd like to release, some old story or something that just doesn't seem to be lifting you up or serving you anymore, and release that on the exhale. So the inhale is the awareness and the recognition of, something without judging it, just recognizing it. And the exhale is the releasing of it, the letting it go. If we can practice that on the inhale and practice that on the exhale, we can practice that in real life. Hey, wait, why do I keep thinking like that? That's not lifting me up or helping me or opening me to new opportunities and experiences. It's holding me back. Let me let that go and see what that feels like. Unlimited potential is only interrupted by our own limiting beliefs. We are divine beings with amazing, incredible, miracle bodies that carry us and do all of the things that we do. And we all do them in our own unique footprint. So we want to serve the world big by actually stepping into who we are, not holding back. We lift each other up. We're not in competition with each other. We all have our own unique footprint, our own unique gifts. So the people around you that are sharing similar things or designing similar things or doing similar things are not a threat. They're an ally. We join together, right? Samskara, complete, join together, and we break through the barriers. We get rid of the generalized patterns of the world by taking care of our own specific patterns. Remember, everything is always changing. How you perceive the change and what you do with the new opportunities is directly tied into your untapped, unlimited potential. Nice deep inhale. Infinite. Your potential is infinite, which means you don't know when it started and there is no end. The only thing that gets in the way is how you talk to yourself, is what you believe. Your journey, your path is your own unique footprint. The things that are important to you in your heart are yours, and they're uniquely yours. Now, when we think about like the theory of, or just the term love, right? Everybody has their own interpretation, which is like whatever it is that is your thing or your passion or your path is yours. So you don't have to feel threatened or small. You just stand in your own light and do your thing. Because there are people out there who need to know or understand whatever it is that you have to offer. You will become, you already are. Your word is important, your messages are important, so you have great importance and a unique footprint and a path to offer to the people that need to hear it from you, your authentic truth. So if the groove that you're in, or the rut that you're in, or the pattern that you are repeating is not lifting you up, if it's not sending you or fulfilling you to the next level, then change is happening anyway. So let's release the old pattern for new ideas, for new beliefs, for a new fresh start, for new beginnings, for new opportunities. Close your eyes, relax the muscles on your face, release your jaw, let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel the inhalation of the breath entering the body, creating space. And on the exhale, softly, gently release into that. And on the next inhale, remind yourself that you are a walking miracle right now. You do not need to do or be anything different. And on the exhale, relax into that and soften into that. And on your next inhale, Remind yourself that you have a unique footprint, a unique gift, an offering that will contribute positively to society, to the world around you. It lies within you. And on the exhale, settle into that. And take a nice deep inhale in and imagine, use your imagination to see if you can get in touch with whatever that is that feels like the next best move, the next thing that you would like to create along your path that will help illuminate that very thing that we're journeying to find, which is that ultimate purpose, that gift. Each and every one of us are born with it. It's a gift that the world deserves to see, that deserves to be uncovered. We don't need to know what it's going to look like down the road. We only need to be aware of what feels like the next right step. One small move in one direction that's calling you, that feels right, is all it takes to start the domino, to get the ball rolling. Change is happening anyway. So let's cultivate the change that moves you in the direction of your gift. You know what feels right for you. No one else can tell you that. You know. So you trust that. Nice deep inhale. Slow, gentle exhale. 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 Nice deep inhale. And on the exhale, soften, soften, soften. Soften into your knowing, into your understanding, into the untapped, unlimited potential of the gift that lies within each and every one of us. Not just some of us. It's not like some people were blessed with gifts and others were looked over. No, everyone has something to offer or contribute. This is why we're here tonight. We are here to practice in the stillness and to be reminded of exactly how powerful we are, how important we are. To be reminded about your gifts and about the journey to find it, which is inward. And if you know your gift, then refine your gift. Continue to cultivate and to look and to explore. If you know your samskara or your groove or your rut or what takes you there, then continue to explore it and notice And you will spend less time visiting that rut when you have the awareness about what that rut does for you, or when that rut shows up, or that groove. Create new grooves, the ones that feel better, the ones that move you along the path to who you really are. Nice deep inhale, fill the body with breath. And on the exhale, soften the muscles on the face, relax the brow, release the jaw, let the shoulders drop away from the ears, soften the belly, let the fingers relax, relax the thighs, release the calves, let your toes go. I'm still exhaling, right? We're just gently, gently releasing the tension from the body. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, you're almost there. Just let it go a little bit more. And in 3 breaths, you can reset the whole thing. So let's take the last inhale here together tonight. And on the exhale, really begin to trust yourself. This physical body is a miracle, and everything that lies inside of you deserves to be shown, deserves to be shared. They're gifts, and gifts are meant to be shared. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate having the opportunity to do this. Enjoy and take those little steps. Change is happening anyway. You move in the direction that works best for you.